Assalamu alaikum sisters and inshallah brothers this time. Because of the nature of the topic, I would like to make a video about how I converted and why I converted, and just in general my idea and point of view of Islam from the ex-Christian perspective. And now there are some subjects that brothers and sisters have been asking me to talk about, such as why do I wear hijab, what's my point of view on niqab, what do I think about women's rights in Islam, and a few other subjects. I believe that I can't really talk about any of those subjects before I actually explain why have I chosen Islam and why am I a Muslim and who I consider myself before Islam. By no means I'm trying to say that someone is wrong or someone is right, or that my opinion is the right one, or anything like that. I'm here just to learn and hopefully to teach you something, and basically just I strongly believe that since birth every human being on earth starts the journey towards the truth. Now, as a Muslim, I can say that God is the truth. I see God as the truth. When you see everything from that point of view, it explains so many questions. I remember before the Islam, I used to have such questions as, why are we even here? What are we doing on earth? Why we were born? The questions such as, why do people feel such a strong urge to believe in a higher power? Because they do. You know, some people may call it God. Some people may call it faith, destiny, stars, whatever nature, whatever you're gonna name it, we're still gonna be talking about the same. We are talking about the power that created the universe, that created me, that created you, that created everybody. I do much rather call it God, because when you think about it, if you call it stars, for example, you say that I believe in stars. Or if you say, I believe in nature. It's not correct. I mean, I know what you're talking about. I mean, I know that you are talking about what I call God. But when you express yourself like, oh, I believe in nature, it's not correct from my point of view, because for me, God has created nature. God has created stars. You know what I mean? Anyway, I know that every person, you know, all the human beings on planet just feels this urge to believe in something, to believe in higher power. Even the people, they say, oh, you know, I'm so independent and I just build my own life. It's not really the truth, because when that person comes to the situation when he or she has a bad day and everything seems to be falling apart, why do people have such a strong feeling of just getting on your knees and cry? Why? You just feel like you want to go on your knees and just cry and say, somebody help me, somebody save me. Who can save you? Who can help you if you believe that, you know, you're so strong, you're so independent? Then why, when you feel so small and so weak, you ask for help? You know, there are some brothers and sisters who say, I believe in Big Bang. That's it. I believe in Big Bang. There was a Big Bang, and that's how everything around was created. And then I say, well, I believe in Big Bang as well. I do. I mean, come on, I'm a science student. I do believe in Big Bang. But what you believe in is that you believe that Big Bang was a start point. You believe that from there everything has started. Well, I believe that before Big Bang there was God already. God has never a certain point when he was created. When he created himself, it was never the point like that. God just is. was and will be. I believe that it was God who made the Big Bang happen. Maybe that was God's way of making it. I think even in the Koran, it says something like I said, I'm not a scholar, I just started reading Quran recently. I believe it says something like, we separated the earth, the skies and the earth. Basically, it just talks about the Big Bang, how everything was separated. I want to say that my journey to Islam has never had a starting point, but I don't think I would be completely correct if I said that, because I do exactly remember what encouraged me to go to learn more about Islam, and I remember when it happened. So I do remember the actual starting. I was interested in Islam for maybe 5 months. I was interested in it, I was studying it for like 5 months before I actually reverted. And I will just explain to non-Muslim brothers and sisters. The reason why Muslims do say revert rather than convert is because there's this belief that every human being on earth was born as a Muslim, and maybe society or the family has changed them. So that person that converts is called a revert, because we call it as he came back, he or she came back to our family, he or she came back to Islam, and he came back to God. When I look back at my life so far, I can see that God, from the very beginning, God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, was trying to show me the right way, was trying to bring me home. I was born in a Christian country. Well, Christian country. People weren't really practicing at all, and my family was not practicing Christians. I remember when I was a little girl, I remember going to church sometimes with my grandmother. But even when I was growing up, we just stopped doing it. I was never properly explained anything about God, although there were like crosses with crucified Jesus in my grandparents' bedroom. But I was never properly explained. In a primary school, parents can choose either they want their children to go to ethic classes or to religious classes. It's only like 1 class a week, but still they can choose what they want. And my family never chose me to go to religious classes. There was always ethics. There was always ethic classes. So I was never encouraged. I was never encouraged to seek God, fortunately. When I was maybe 12 years old, no, maybe smaller, maybe around 9 or 10, I start feeling this urge to believe in God. I could never say that I was a disbeliever at that point. I was still very little. I did believe in a higher power, but I wasn't sure what it was.